Alright, hello friends, welcome, my name's Andrew. Today we're going to talk about some of the new features in Dolven. We're going to focus mainly around the card synergies in Dolven. So Dolven is a turn-based RPG, but you can actually play kind of like a game of poker when you play in the game. And so I'm going to show you some of the hands you can form, and I'll talk to you through some of the different cards as well and how they work. So let's get started off. So basically, the way it works is you have these pillars down the bottom of the screen here, these red pillars, and that's where you play your cards. You can play cards there, but also the boss, who's that scary looking werewolf guy over there, he can actually play cards on those pillars as well. Now there's two types of cards. There are spell cards, so they're denoted by that little spell icon there, and they are actually played on characters within the game space. And then there's the mercenary cards. Now mercenary cards are played on the pillars. They're the ones that you can use to form the hands. So let's start with we'll focus mainly on the mercenaries today, but I'll just pop a spell card perhaps on my my mage there, and I'll start by just popping Aragoth down. Now Aragoth is a mercenary. He inflicts 16 nature damage on a random enemy character. Now his suit is dexterity, and I know that because it's green. He has a green rune in the top right there, and the rune count is 2, and it costs me 2 mana to play it. At the moment I've kind of rigged it so that cards are free to play, and I'm just doing that to show off some of the features. But essentially, in order to play this card, you would need 2 mana. So let's play that card. Alright, and there you go. We'll hit that scallywag over there, and let's just end our turn. Alright, now the boss has played a 2 card, so he'll play that on the same pillar, and that gives him a pair. So you'll see that we've got a 2 of dexterity and a 2 of intellect, and he got a reward for that, and that was an extra mana for that. Right, now what this little hot tip here is telling me is that I can actually play another card here, and it asks me to play Balin, who gives you 12 armor to all player characters in this column. Now mercenary cards are kind of special in that they affect the grid space. So when I drop this card Balin onto the pillar group here, it'll actually affect all of the characters in this column. Right, so I might even just move up my warrior here so he gets affected as well. So I'll drop that, and what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to get 3 of a kind. So it'll be a 2 of dexterity, a 2 of intellect, and a 2 of strength. So let's do that. Alright, another synergy's formed. They all get defense, and you'll see 3 of a kind plus 3 mana, and I drew a card as well. So let's take a look at the cards we've got now. We've got Maria here, so I can use that to increase a random player's character's total health by 16. And because I've already got 2, 2, 2, I can get 4 of a kind here. So I'm going to drop that. Bang, 4 of a kind. That bloke over there got extra health, and I got to draw a card and extra mana. Alright, let's take a look at the hands we've got now. Now usually you wouldn't be able to play all these hands at once because you'd run out of mana, but as I said earlier, we've just changed it so that just to kind of show off some of these cards. So let's have a look what we've got. We've got Saria, who's a 4. We've got Damon, that's a 5. We've got Salem, which is 6, and Pyrush, which is 7. So let's start with the 4, because what we're going to do here is form a straight. Alright, so start with the 4. Alright, and what does she do? She takes 17 health for all enemy characters in this column. So all of those enemy characters are going to suffer negative 17 health. There you go. Alright. Now we'll pop our 5 card down, which is Damon. And he does 10 dark damage to all characters. That means all characters, so including my own. Now we're all pretty much the same health. They've got a little bit less health, so you know usually you'd play this when you've got a lot of health and the enemy doesn't. But let's play it anyway because we're going to show off some of these hands. All right, so everyone copped it. Now you would have noticed also that it was only the people in the grid space. So if you left your mage out here, which was what I've done, he doesn't get affected because he's not part of this kind of the pillars yet. So let's put down the next one. We'll put down Salem, who's a 6. Now Salem's a bit more nasty than Damon because Salem does 11 dark damage to characters, but it occurs once per turn for 2 turns. So he's also got gems here, and these gems they affect the number of turns in which this is played. We'll talk about gems in another video, but let's pop him down there. So that's 4, 5, 6, and everyone cops some damage again. And then the last one is Pyros, and he does 21 flame damage to all enemy characters in the column. So again, he's a column 1. This is a perfect scenario because I can drop this and it'll affect all of them. Plus, I'll get the straight, the 4, 5, 6, 7 straight. Bang. Alright. And that usually is a 2-card draw and plus 5 mana. Alright. Let's just, while we're here, I'm just going to move these guys back. It also prompts me to use skills, so I can use skills as part of this as well. So, you know, we can just fire off skills, but we're mainly focusing on the card synergy at the moment. So I'm just not going to do too much of that. I might bring my rogue up, and then I'll end the turn and see what the boss plays. So he's played Aragoth, which is a 2-count dexterity card. Yep, and that hurts my my warrior. And he's played a healing card for one of his mages. And now he's going to give me a bit of a whack with his skills. Alright, and now it's my turn. Okay, so what we're going to try and do here is we've got 3 of the same suit. We've got Gwyn, who adds 14 damage to each player character in the column. So that's why I'm sort of thinking, let's bring these guys all the way back. We've got Gelfred, he increases each player's total health by 13. And we've got Siriel. Now Siriel does... it takes away defense to all enemy characters in the column. Now I'm going to try and make a flush here, all of the same suit. I need 4 cards to do it, so I'm just going to put the 3 down. Usually I wouldn't play Siriel here because it's not going to do anything, but I want to put it there just to form the straight. So let's put Gelfred down. Gelfred gives everyone health. So we'll do that. Awesome. And he gets... so I get a pair out of that. And then I'll put Siriel down. Okay, just so later we can form that synergy. Got no cards left. I could use my skills if I wanted to now, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to let the boss do some things. There goes Damon. He just smashes you every turn, so you got to be careful. He might even kill off one of my players here. Ooh, no, good. Alright, we're still all alive. I'm happy with that. He's using Dark Touch. Actually, he probably killed me now. Yep, he killed off my rogue. That's a bit nasty. And there goes Damon again. So, yes. Okay, so we did get a strength card. So now I can actually form a flush. So let's do that. Now it's interesting if you have a look over in this pillar group here. If the 4 was a intellect, we would have had a blue, 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 blue. So intellect, 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 and it would have been 4, 5, 6, 7, and that's a different kind of straight. That would have been a straight flush. So very similar to poker in the way you sort of play these things. And let's put Mirren down there. So I'm going to pop Mirren there, and that should give me a flush. Okay, nice, awesome. And I got 3 cards out of that. All right, so that's a pretty quick explanation of some of the some of the cards you can form. So you can get a pair, you can get 2 pair, you can get 3 of a kind, you can get a straight, you can get a flush, you can get a high straight, which is the highest 4 cards in the deck in terms of rune count, or you can get a straight flush as well, as I kind of explained before. Cool, hope you liked it. I'm just going to try and finish this game off. Hang around if you like. I might survive. We might survive. We've got my mage, which probably is not going to last very long, so I'm going to bring the mage up, and I'm going to use Aura of Death, which actually hits everyone. It's an AoE attack, so I'm going to use that. Okay, that takes a bit of that damage off. I'm going to try and keep my Guardian alive by using a block. Okay, and I might use Sword and Shield Slash on the zombie acid girl. Okay, and then I'm going to put, actually going to put Master Weapon on my warrior. So again, these are all spell cards, so you can't play those on the pillars. You can only play them on characters. I'm going to put Amplify Weapon on that one as well. So he's got a lot of buffs at the moment. You can see all these buffs down here. He's got a health buff. He's got an arcane damage buff. A few other things. So agility buff. Alright, let's see if you can do some damage. I'm going to try and whack this one out. Ooh, bit of lightning in the background there. Let's go and whack that zombie girl. Oh yeah, take that out. See you later. Alright. Cool, and I've got 1 action point left. I really can't do anything else, so I'm just going to move that there, and then I'm going to end the turn. Alright, let's see if he can do some damage. He's attacking my my Guardian. Probably no point there, buddy. He's using Seal of Faith, which is going to give him a bit of extra shield. And he was standing next to my mage at the time, so that one there, that Aura of Death, that actually happens every turn for 3 turns. Or is it 2 turns? I've got to add that in. Alright, let's just go and finish off this mage. Right. Done. Alright, hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, if you like the game, please wishlist it. It'll be in the comments down below. It's pretty, there's a lot in there, so love to hear your feedback, and have a great day. Thanks, bye.